Welcome to the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we're diving into the darker side of the world of One Piece, exposing the hidden crimes and corruption within the seemingly righteous organization, the Marines. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our in-depth analyses. Let's begin. Most people think that the Marines are fair and nice after all. They say they are there to keep the peace. However, the group is actually full of dishonest and immoral people who don't care about other people. Fans of One Piece have witnessed the Marines engage in numerous unethical actions, often without facing consequences. These events make me wonder, are Marines really fair? One might argue that Doflamingo's famous quote about justice accurately characterizes the Marines, as they are the government and enjoy immunity from punishment for their actions. Part 1. Killing people in Ohara, a massacre that changed the world. Some of the smartest people in the world used to live in Ohara, which used to be a great country. People all over the world knew about Ohara because it was a country that worked hard to study and find the truth. The teachers of Ohara made one big mistake. They chose to find out more about the Void Century. If anyone attempts to discuss it, they face severe punishment due to its sensitive nature. The scholars chose to understand the poneglyphs because they were the only way to keep track of the Void Century. The world government finally got wind of what they were doing and sent the Marines to finish the job. The Marines killed all of the students when they caught them. In addition, Akainu eliminated the individuals who had been transported on a ship. Part 2. Lying to cover up for pirates, blaming other people. Pirates are the Marines' worst enemies because they work to keep the peace around the world, but they aren't afraid to use pirates to help them reach their bigger goal. Because of this, the Marines asked 7 famous pirates to become Shichibukai. The Marines would not be able to hurt these pirates, all they had to do was fight for the group. A lot of pirates took advantage of their power and did horrible things. Fans first saw this happen during the Alabasta arc, when Crocodile almost destroyed the whole country and no one stopped him. There was a change in the story that helped the Marines, even after Luffy beat him. The Marines could have stopped Doflamingo's cruel rule over Dressrosa, but they didn't. These two things show that the Marines are very dishonest. Part 3. Murdering babies, all-time low. The Marines' image got even worse after the death of Gold D. Roger, as if killing adults wasn't bad enough already. The group knew Roger was going to have a child, so they planned to kill his child to end his bloodline. The Marines went to every island the Pirate King had been to and killed newborn babies by stealing them from their moms. They did something very bad, and no one in the Marines seemed to speak out against it. The good thing about this event is that Roger's son was born and turned out to be a great pirate. Part 4. Accepting bribes, turning a blind eye. A lot of Marines are cocky and take advantage of people who are weak or harmless. When Luffy went to Shell's town, he found out that Axe Hand Morgan was terrorizing the people who lived there. Helmeppo, his son, abused his father's power and often picked on other people. We can say that the town would still be in the same state if Luffy and his friends hadn't beaten Morgan. During the Arlong Park arc, there was yet another Marine controversy. Captain Azumi of the Navy took gifts from Arlong. This made it easy for the fishermen to stay in East Blue. Because the Marine was dishonest, Arlong was able to scare everyone in Kokoyashi village. He even killed people who were against him and couldn't pay him respect. Nami was basically in charge of the whole village. The brave girl had to risk her life to steal gold and other valuables so that Arlong would leave the residents alone. Part 5. Helping the Celestial Dragons, supporting the worst people. It is the Celestial Dragons who are the worst people in the story. They live in Marihoa because they think normal people are bugs. The Celestial Dragons don't have to follow the rules, so they can do whatever they want. The Sabete Archipelago story arc showed how gross the Celestial Dragons are. They were on the road with their slaves and treated them like useless trash. They went to the sale house and bought slaves, with other people participating. There's plenty of money for the Celestial Dragons, so they didn't mind spending huge amounts of it. They also shot a fishman because they didn't like him. If Luffy hit the Celestial Dragon back, the Marines would send Kizaru to take care of the problem. Summary and highlights. Even though the Marines say they keep the peace, there are many dishonest and bad people in them who don't care about other people. There are crimes that the Marines have done without any punishment, like killing students and babies who aren't doing anything wrong. They often cover up for pirates. Studies have shown that the Marines accept bribes and turn a blind eye to misconduct. As we wrap up, it's crucial to acknowledge that not all Marines are corrupt, but the actions of a few stain the organization's reputation. The crimes we've discussed today reveal a dark underbelly that challenges the perception of the Marines as bastions of justice. What are your thoughts on these revelations? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it eye-opening, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of One Piece. Until next time, thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our funny sketch videos and anime reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.